The void, or nothingness, is a Buddhist term for the illusionary nature of worldly things. The Book of the Void. By void, I mean that which has no beginning and no end. Attaining this principle means not attaining the principle. The way of strategy is the way of nature. When you appreciate the power of nature, knowing the rhythm of any situation, you will be able to hit the enemy naturally and strike naturally. All this is the way of the void. I intend to show you how to follow the true way according to the nature in the Book of the Void. The Nito-ichi way of strategy is recorded in this, the Book of the Void. What is called the spirit of the void is where there is nothing. It is not included in man's knowledge. Of course, the void is nothingness. By knowing things that exist, you can know that which does not exist. That is the void. People in this world look at things mistakenly and think that what they do not understand must be the void. This is not the true void, it is bewilderment. In the way of strategy, also, those who study as warriors think that whatever they cannot understand in their craft is the void. This is not the true void. To attain the way of strategy as a warrior, you must study fully other martial arts and not deviate even a little from the way of the warrior. With your spirit settled, accumulate practice day by day and hour by hour. Polish the twofold spirit, heart, and mind, and sharpen the twofold gaze, perception, and sight. When your spirit is not in the least clouded, when the clouds of bewilderment clear away, there is the true void. Until you realize the true way, whether in Buddhism or in common sense, you may think that things are correct and in order. However, if we look at things objectively, from the viewpoint of the laws of the world, we see various doctrines departing from the true way. Know well this spirit, and with forthrightness as the foundation, and the true spirit as the way, enact strategy broadly, correctly, and openly. Then you will come to think of things in a wide sense, and, taking the void as the way, you will see the way as void. In the void is virtue, and no evil. Wisdom has existence, principle has existence. The way has existence, spirit is nothingness. Metaphysics is the branch of philosophy that deals with the first principles of things, including abstract concepts such as being, knowing, substance, cause, identity, time, and space. Musashi describes the void as nothingness, a concept that he says is not included in man's knowledge. The void is not something easily defined with words, nor is it possible to visualize. The linguistic philosopher Ludwig Wittgenstein once said, "The limits of my language mean the limits of my world." There are ideas that within the limits of our human understanding cannot be rationalized. These ideas, like the void, exist beyond our comprehension, within a metaphysical realm which we are incapable of comprehending completely. Like the vast ocean, which largely remains unexplored, or the infinite expanse of space, we can only theorize what may lie beyond what we currently know. The void is a spiritual state of being that must be felt. Bruce Lee once said,
"Don't think, feel. It is like a finger pointing away to the moon. Don't concentrate on the finger or you will miss all that heavenly glory."
The void represents complete balance and an authenticity of character which allows an individual to exist freely beyond the confines and limitations of society and its expectations. Friedrich Nietzsche describes a similar concept in which man must slay the dragon, thou shalt, a representation of everything holding a person back from attaining true freedom and becoming their most authentic selves. The dragon represents belief systems ingrained into the fabric of our environment, which seeks to make us cogs in a larger machine, carbon copies of our neighbors, and dutiful servants of a larger collective. Only by slaying the dragon can we open the possibility of experiencing the void. Psychologist Carl Jung's theory of individuation echoes these principles. To Jung, the only way we can attain true authenticity is through the death of our old selves and the rebirth of a new being, a being who has slayed the dragon, or in Jung's case, has slayed the dragon which was their past self. Only by freeing ourselves from limitations can we experience the void. Bruce Lee says to have no limitations as limitation. To achieve true balance, we must polish the twofold spirit, heart and mind, and sharpen the twofold gaze, perception and sight. What Musashi means by this is that we must balance our heart, which possesses our emotions and natural instinctual drives, with our mind, which holds our abilities to rationalize and obtain knowledge. Too much focus on the heart, and you will lack the knowledge to experience the void. Too much mind, and you will miss the simplicity of the void, which must be felt and cannot be rationalized.
Too many mind.
Too many mind?
Hi. Mind the sword. Mind the people watch. Mind the enemy. Too many mind. No mind.
No mind.
We must possess perception, the context of sight. What we see, what we learn, what we experience must be developed into wisdom through perception, the balance of rational and empirical thought. The void is being able to act quickly by feeling the right response without needing to think about it. In sports, they call this the flow state. Those in the flow state feel the right moves with a blank and peaceful mind, free from the fear of defeat or the anxiety of making the wrong decision. The void can be seen in a variety of places. In the chef, who no longer needs recipes. In the musician, who no longer needs to read his charts. And in the free thinker, whose thoughts are not constrained by the expectations of others. He who has slayed the dragon and achieved clarity and authenticity. When your spirit is not in the least clouded, when the clouds of bewilderment clear away, there is the true void. This is The Warrior Philosopher, building the foundations of the warrior philosophy.